everybody! This week I'm working on this pine wood dresser that my neighbors donated to the workshop months ago. It's been sitting here just collecting dust and I finally know exactly what I want to do with it. As always, I start by looking over the entire piece. This thing is solid pine, and outside of being really dirty from sitting in my workshop for so long, there really are no major repairs that have to be done. There are some panels along the sides that could use some glue and wood filler, but that seems to be about it. I always make sure to open and close every drawer to see if there are any snags, but everything is in great shape here. I'm going to take these pulls off as I clean and replace them with some new hardware that I have on order right now. The new pulls I have coming are really contemporary, and I'm hoping to modernize the body as well by reworking the silhouette of the kick plate. So I'm just taking a quick look at the underside to make sure I'm not going to affect the structure at all and to get an idea of the shape I'm going for in the end. As always, we start off by cleaning the piece from top to bottom with a strong degreaser. My go-to is a TSP alternative that I dilute and then put into a spray bottle to make it a little easier to use. There's nothing worse than finishing a project only to find that your paint is peeling because of crud you forgot to remove. So never, never, never forget to clean your piece beforehand. The next step is to remove the hardware. You're going to see me go through a process of thinking, is this hardware glued in? Has it fused with the drawer? If this ever happens to you, the key thing to do is to throw the hardware across the room. Works every time. So I'm almost done cleaning this thing from top to bottom. There are some spots I want to do a little bit more of deep cleaning, but I wanted to show you what I do as I clean the piece because I'm basically touching it from top to bottom, every inch of it. I start making a list of the repairs that I didn't notice in the beginning. So for instance, I need to sand and clean the drawer interiors. There's some stains from paint, past projects, past refinishings that I really want to clean up. So I'll just go in with my sander and make sure that that looks brand new, fresh and clean for the next owner. Some of the drawer runners are loose, so I just need to go in and re-nail those down. There's a little staple missing on the back panel, so I'm going to re-staple that. But these are all things that you could easily get to the end of your project and be like, crap, I forgot that, and you end up having to redo something, or I don't know, it just slows you up on being able to post it and sell it. So make a list as you go and it will make your life a lot easier, I promise. There ended up being a lot more to repair on this dresser than I originally thought. There's a piece of wood at the bottom that I had to glue down. When you're wood gluing something, just make sure that there is too much glue. You want to be wiping glue away when you actually end up clamping it down. Huh. Oh, just discovered that this one's loose too. Okie doke. So the same rules apply here, just use entirely too much wood glue. I like to use old cards to get that wood glue up into the cracks and crevices behind the kick plate and along the edge of the dresser, and I want wood glue to be squeezing out of the edges when I finally clamp it down. Just as you can never have too much wood glue, you can never have too many clamps. When in doubt, just buy more clamps. Now I'm filling all the holes on the drawers since I'm going to be drilling new ones for our brand new hardware. I tend to way overfill my holes. I live in a very dry climate, and even the most expensive wood fillers end up shrinking up, and I will have to fill holes twice. So I use this method where I kind of overfill and then pat them down, and that seems to make it to where it doesn't shrink up too much. Now I'm just marking out the lines for our new base, and then we get to the fun stuff. This project gave me an excuse to buy a new tool for the workshop. I'm going to be cutting away the scalloped detailing on the skirt using a jigsaw. I ended up going with a Ryobi brand jigsaw. I always do a lot of research before buying a new power tool, entirely too much research. And I ended up getting this one for under $100, and it has more than enough power for the kind of jobs I'm going to be doing in my workshop. So. After I got that base cut away, I went in with my sander and coarse 80 grit sandpaper to smooth everything out. From there, I removed the finish off the base to expose the bare wood. Next, I scuff sanded the drawers and the body to give our paint a gritty surface to adhere to. Next, I took some time to buff out stains and old paint from the drawer interior so that they are clean and smooth for the next owners. I like using universal hardware templates like this. This one is really affordable and will help ensure that you get perfectly drilled holes every time. Recently I started drilling my hardware holes before painting. You can live on the wild side and drill them after, you do you, but it only took ruining a gorgeous finish one time before I was like, no more! And now that we have the drawers all wrapped up, we are finally ready to start priming and painting. For the final touches, I'm putting on the hardware and just adding a nice drawer liner so that the drawers look really clean and ready for their new owners. Let me remind you of what this dresser looked like before and what it looks like now. everybody. Thank you guys so much for following along on this transformation. I have the best neighbors on the planet. Not only are they lovely humans, but they also give me free furniture to refinish, so. I love pieces like this because I know that this piece has been refinished in the past. I refinished it, and hopefully many someones after me will refinish it as well. So we could keep this piece out of the landfill for another 20 years, 30 years. Ooh, I was really excited to use a jigsaw for the first time. I'm always beyond excited to get a new power tool. Probably too excited. You can cut straight lines, you can do curved lines. You really have a lot of flexibility with this one sable tool. So, and it's just fun. It's really fun. You were just tip-tapping around, bud. Come here. Thank you guys so much for following along with me today. Where are you going? Where are you going? Thank you so much for following along with me. Let me know what you thought. You too? Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for following along with me today. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you back here next week for another transformation.